Welcome back to Making Sense of Real Estate. Bill Jones, Remax Results Realty, and it is February 14th. Believe it or not, we're already halfway through February. We are, again, Making Sense of Real Estate with their Monday market update. We look back a week from today, 14th through the 7th, what's come on the market, what's sold, what's available, Tiffin County area. We're also going to talk a little bit of interest rates as well with that too. So there's been a lot of talk. They've had, the Fed had some meeting today. There's a couple other things coming up in March. A lot of questions we do get that. What is that looking like? What's that going to do for interest rates? What's that going to do for someone's buying power? Is that going to slow the market down? So we'll touch on that here briefly. But make sure to check out our website, 419homesearch.com. All the latest listings come up. More on that in just a second. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here so you can see what's that's looking like. Okay, what has happened in the Tiffin County area in the last 7 days? 5 new listings. One price reduction. It was that one property we had north of 400,000 has dropped down below that. 7 contingent properties, 2 pending and 5 sold. So basically 14 of them have come off the market. So what does that look like then too? So what's available? Again, you go to our 419homesearch.com. That's our website then, can show you a lot of those properties. There are 10 active properties. Again, this search, what you're seeing on my screen here, on your screen, is a little broader range from that. So there's 10 active and 23 contingent and pending, giving a total of 33 properties. So that doesn't leave a whole lot if you are looking to buy. We are down quite a bit from last week. We had 14 active properties and 21 contingent and pending. So we had 35. So we lost a couple from that. 2 weeks ago was basically about the same exact numbers: 10 active, 24 contingent, headers 34. So we've been holding pretty steady. I know we've been getting a lot more calls, people thinking about it, wanting price evaluation. So I think there'll be some more properties coming up here in the near future. But so what is available? So in Tiffin County, there are those 10 properties, and 100 or less, so under $100,000, there's only 2 properties, down from 3. 1 to 200,000, there's 4. Big drop from 7 from last week. So that's probably our busiest price point, that 1 to 200,000, and yet there's only 4 available. 2 to 300,000, there's 2 available, same as the week before. 3 to 400,000, 2 up from 1, and then that 400 plus is 0. That's where the other one dropped off, giving you your 10 active properties. So that's what's available. Again, and we are live. If you got any questions, let us know here. We'll duck through that then. We'll look at the sold data then too as well. So what does that look like if you are looking for the stats? And we'll talk the rates here in just 1 second. See if I can get this to pull up. Bear with me. Here we go. Okay, so of the last week, what has sold there? Again, on average, we're 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,700 and some square foot. Listing price on average up again quite a bit, 184,000 on average. Listing price per square foot, almost $110 a square foot. Again, that's just in the last week, kind of a small window. Selling price all the way down to 140,000, about 141. Selling price per square foot, 97, almost $98 a square. So again, hovering about that $100 a square foot. Days on market, 31. That's been holding pretty consistent with that as well. Okay, big question. What is the Federal Reserve going to do? What are interest rates going to be? And again, just like this picture illuminates here, I do not have a crystal ball. I don't know. Nobody knows for sure what's going to happen with the rates. We've been trying to watch, these reports from the bond market, from everything that's coming out with the Federal Reserve. What's that going to look like for interest rates? Again, I don't set the rates. I have no idea. We just go by what comes out in the data. Then it looks like the emergency meeting they did have today, they are walking back some of the idea of jumping up the rates as far as for sizable. The market looks like it was pretty scared of a sizable increase, especially coming March. They're talking kind of a midterm jump then in pricing then too for what that's going to do. Here's the one. Federal Reserve Bank of San Francisco said the Fed needs to get moving, but its approach needs to be measured. That's been that's been the hot word. Then it's measured, to try to stymie what the inflation's looking like. And so that should, I think, hold off, a big spike in interest rates. Again, I have no idea. Which again will make a lot of our buyers happy and keep a lot of our sellers happy then too, because if the rates jump, buyers going to lose some of their purchase power. That's going to cool the market off a little bit then too. At least that's traditionally what's happened in our market. Again, we don't know for sure, but as this article, like we looked at the Inman article, it depends. It can go up and down from there. That's the one part I was talking about. Basically that could change almost on a daily basis. Then they may be floating out a lot of these numbers as far as like what they're planning on doing, but what they actually do may be totally different then. So maybe kind of putting it out there to see how the market reacts, see what the interest rates do, and kind of go from there. So that is your Monday market update. Sorry, I didn't mean to go too deep on that. That's a whole conversation in and of itself. And if you guys want to hear more about this stuff, let me know. We'll dive deeper in that. We'll bring on some experts to talk a little bit more about it, and we'll go from there. So until next week, we appreciate you stopping by.